you guys. I hope everybody's having a super duper day. Survived the hot. It wasn't actually as hot today as it's been, so that's kind of nice. Sprinkled for a little bit and then kind of cooled things down. So I had a good day. I hope you did too. Well, like I alluded to a little bit ago, I felt it time to make up a little something here. So I hope you can hear me okay. I've got like world's best fan on the table over there. She's gonna prove to be interesting in a little bit here. Hopefully I won't blow flour all over the place. So I saw a recipe the other day and I was like, I can do that. So we're going to do this pecan pie cobbler that was around for a little bit the other day. So first and foremost, we'll go through the ingredients list here. This is a refrigerated pie dough crust, and you want to bring it to room temperature for a little bit. And then we got our corn syrup, and then it's going to take 2.5 cups of that. This is going to be really sweet, you guys. And then also need 2.5 cups of brown sugar. I have dark and I have light because we don't discriminate around here. And I like the dark one better because it's a little bit more of the molassesy flavor, and I think that's what we're going to use. So, and then besides that, then you got some melted butter. Oh, I need to get the vanilla out. Hold on. Goodness sake. So, well, thought I had everything ready, but I guess I don't. We're going to use vanilla, and I'm going to lightly beat 6 eggs here pretty soon. And then, so you need 2 cups of pecan halves here, that are the full halves. But you also need 2 cups of coarsely chopped pecans. And before I read that, I kind of did it fine. So we're going to finish the rest of them coarsely. And I love this thing. I guess I had a little bit more aggression than I thought I did when I started chopping my pecans. But we want them a little bit coarse, so I think that'll be good. Mine broke. I was making bacon with this the other day, and my little piece broke off on the inside. After that, I was able to chop the bacon, just not so many pieces at once. But I got another one ordered and it's coming. It still works. Gets the job done. I love this thing. Greatest invention ever. And then it calls for butter flavor spray, but I don't got that, so we're just going to use more melted butter because butter's awesome. And then ice cream to top it all off. So, with the magic of video here, yeah, definitely could not have the fan on for this. So we are gonna work these pie crusts real quick. So floured surface, we're gonna start with the first one. And so what we're gonna do here is we gotta somehow make this round pie crust to fit in a rectangle pan. You ever tried to fit a square block in a round hole? It's kind of like that. So I'm hoping that this won't be as difficult as it is to unroll this stupid thing. Oh my word, come on. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that my grandma always got refrigerated pie crust too. I mean, I'm all about doing the home stuff, but sometimes just take the convenience, man. It's actually going a lot easier than I thought it would. As long as you get it big enough to fit your pan here. that'll fit. It's gonna be pretty darn close, I think. I suppose. So I guess this is gonna sort of be a layered thing. So you don't have to worry about it not going up the side of your pan. And it's gonna be very pretty. So here's the first one. Oh, this is gonna stink. Okay, so preheat your oven to 425, and we're actually gonna do two cooking things, two processes with this. The first one, you do want to start it up at 425. So I have my pan prepped, and we're gonna take the crust here. Just drape it right like so. And it says you're supposed to cut it to size, but I don't think I'm gonna have that issue. Which makes me think that maybe it's a little, aw shucks, it's ripping. Yeah, so I think it'll be alright. Maybe you are supposed to have it go up the sides of it? I don't know. I guess it is a little bit. Well, good. That's even better. And you're supposed to cut it to size. Meow. Basil's making his cameo here. All right, so, and then you just want to sort of trim it. So now that we got the crust ready, we're going to make up the filling. So you're gonna start with 6 eggs and you just lightly beat them. They don't need a, oh shucks, they don't need to be beaten all over the place, but I think this is gonna kind of be a praline thing. I've never actually done a pecan pie, so this is kind of a learning curve for me as well. So let's see, 2.5 cups of that stuff. So la, 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 la. Yeah, I couldn't believe it this afternoon when I went to the Walmart. They were all out of the bags. I saw some poor guy. He was loading his stuff into the car. I thought it was maybe just the self-checkouts. But no, he had a full car of stuff that he was, oh dear. He had a full cart that he was loading into the back end of his vehicle there. And all right, so we know that one of the small bottles is 2 cups. But my friend told me that it's probably just because truck came late or something like that. I still call shenanigans. It is a strange series of events when the Walmart runs out of bags, let me tell you. Stop! It's just me talking. There's nobody else here. Hashtag forever alone. Just kidding. He's a pretty good conversationalist, if I do say so. Alright. Well, this is taking longer than I anticipated, so hang on. Alright, so to this bowl, we got the 6 eggs and 2.5 cups of corn syrup. Then we're doing 2.5 cups of the brown sugar as well. And anytime you do your brown sugar, you want it packed in there. You don't want to just scoop it, because otherwise, I don't know, you won't get enough or whatever. up to the test, and a half. That is some sugar. So corn syrup, sugar, butter. So this was a half cup. It's a stick. I'm going to just pour just about that much in there because I am going to use that to put on the top crust when we get to that point. And I think about this point that the whisk isn't going to do much for much longer. 4.5 teaspoons of your vanilla. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and a half. Eggs and whisk. So whisk it real good. Oh, shucks. That's all right. So then I need this thing again. And then this is your chopped pecans. I'm just going to kind of coat them real nice like that. I didn't realize that there was that much sugar in this thing. Probably not what I wanted to start at about 9:30 at night, but oh well, too late now. Yeah, I can't do that. So then after you got this stuff mixed in there real nice, you're going to use half of it now. So however you can figure out your half, that's what you want to do. So I think we're just going to wing it and two, what was this? Maybe we'll say 3, maybe 4. I don't think I got 4 in there left, but it'll work. Alright, so then now it's time to do the same thing again to the other pie crust, and we're going to top on top. We gotta hurry up and do it so I can get that fan back on. All right. This actually worked a lot easier than I thought it was gonna. Tomorrow is my day off, and my son and I are going to bed early and waking up early and going to try and do his knowledge test for his permit tomorrow. And I had been talking to folks who told me that they were there at like 4:30 in the morning, and the places all open at 8, and then they stand in line. and get a number when they open, and then they have to wait until they start calling for the stuff. So he's up there and plugging away at studying up for that tonight. And he's excited for this to be done. Alright, so after we got our second pie crust done, or I gotta get that a little more rectangular. So yes, we covered your prayers with that. So that he'd have the clarity and the wisdom to do it well. So, I don't exactly know how this is gonna work, because it says you're supposed to put this over that and trim it to fit as well. So, but it's not really like trimmable at this point. So we shall find out. Let's see. Can you see that? Ah, I think I left it, I had it out at room temperature while I went and got Nate, so it was really, really room temperature-y. Alright, so then there must be something easier, because there's a lot that's going to be wasted with this, but I guess we'll just live and learn. One thing I hate about glasses is they always slide down my flippin' nose. Alright. Oh, I guess that worked. So then, yeah, so the recipe said that you could spray it with your butter flavored spray, but we are just improvising, just brushing it with the butter. This is going to be kind of interesting, I guess. Alright, so after you have this buttered, we're going to bake it at the 425 for, what is this? 14 to 16 minutes until the crust is golden and toasty. So we'll be back. Okay. Coconut oil is melted. Hi, Nate. Are you excited for your thing tomorrow? Huh?
Yeah.
Are you excited for a frickin' pecan pie thing in 90-degree weather?
Yeah.
Okay. So, the last time we were together like this, I was going out and about and starting my detail. Well, that ended a couple weeks ago. I've been carrying now for the last 2 weeks. And, didn't take long, but I was finally able to get my squirt again last week after the whole winter weight thing, so that was nice. I'm probably going to regret that. It's just dinging 10 p.m. and I'm having coffee because, you know, that's how I roll. Alright, so we have this in here now for, I had it in for 14 minutes. So now we're going to, oh, that looks good. It's still real juicy underneath, but the crust is looking good. So now we're going to turn the heat down to 350 and top this with the rest of our stuff here. It actually smells really, really good. Of course it does. It's freaking 2 pounds of sugar. What am I talking about? Alright, so this is just a nice little caramely delicious goodness looking thing. Ooh, the crust is bubbly. So you just want to kind of make sure it's covered. It's kind of like when you're trying to fill a waterbed. You want to make sure it's all over the place and not like in pockets anywhere. I think that looks good. Whoops. Bowl slippery. And then we're just going to arrange our pecans in a pretty fashion over the top. I'm OCD about this, so give me a few. This would be a really good little fall thing. I'm so ready for fall, you guys. I'm ready for the colors. I'm ready for the coolness. I'm ready for the smells. I'm ready for, I don't know. I don't mind summer. I don't mind the heat. But the humidity, man, that leaves something to be desired for sure. Alright, each little pecan inspected and placed with love. Making sure that they're all whole halves and not no broken pieces here. So, here, that's pretty. Yay! Alright, now we're gonna cook this in the preheated oven at 350 now for 30 more minutes. And then you let it cool for 20 and then serve with ice cream. It's gonna be a long night, I think.
Who is this? Oh, it's right fifth.
Alright, let's take it out. Let's see what we got going here. It's not too wobbly. Oh. Well. I think that's good. Let it cool for about, I think it said 20 minutes. We'll come back. Look at that. It's bubbling. It's alive. Well, I say that it turned out pretty good. Probably could have let it set up for a couple more minutes, but it's 11:20 and I want to go to bed. I hope everybody has a great night, and thanks for watching if you made it this far.